Poem time. Ba-da-doom. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to another poetry reading. This is, as always, Cody. This time I am reading another piece of translated poetry, prose, diary, by the German author Friederike Mayro cker, titled Etudes, and this is translated by Donna Stone Cipher. I have probably written about her before. Reading this book was a bit of a task, not in the sense that it was a bad book to get through, pardon me if you heard that, but it's, and I'll show you some images of the poems within, but these poems are just, or prose or diaries, are immense and full with life, and they want to have some time taken with them. So I did. I took my time with them. They don't have titles. They are just dated. And I believe it's in the European tradition, so day, month, year. Or I guess the non-US tradition, because I'm fairly confident literally everywhere else in the world uses day, month, year as the date scripture. Love this country. So this is the 11th of June, 2012. I was doing okay the whole time, but now the stars in the train window twitter. He looks into the car window and asks something. I mean, one kaleidoscope, this world, in stormy rain, lightning, and thunder, always as though I understood what you had said, but I understand nothing. I'm in a dark wood, beloved. No one can help me, not even you, in thunder and lightning. Peter W. always looks into the car, of course, underneath his umbrella, and I did something wrong, you know. I exaggerated something or other. Tears like coruscating stars equal Puccini. There's no hope for it. Whenever it is windy and raining, Peter W., hunched over, looks into the car. We find flowers, solemnly, pre-consummated in the dream, operation on my right eye, transit of Venus before the sun. I awaken from the rushing of the rain, protege, I see you through cloud forests, elliptical sentences, snug snow. I live in symbiosis with violet blossoms and amid the thorns which wolfed me down. To the consecration. I mean, I order something to eat, to drink, but I don't want to either eat or drink. Everything was tolerable up to now. He kissed me, and one dewdrop fell from his forehead into my heart, and one pergola of wisteria, per JD, a bit damp fleur, or GLAS, death knell, am unreadable, have become invisible, little bell of the clitoris, Jean Genet, he says, something like free-floating fears, and in a little basket, the ripped-up half-book, there are flower bouquets in your eyes. There are flower bouquets of my fear in flames. And when we drive by your house, we always wave up to your window, the one with the curtains, but sometimes you are standing at the gate and wave back, namely, just so that, day after day, and year after year, omens are blooming in this boundless blossom time. Reading this work is a bit euphoric in the sense of truly unhinging yourself from a tether to language's linear practice. In utmost sense, these are diaries, and so they don't necessarily need to follow a strict I did this, and then I did that, and then I did that, and I thought this logic. They are poetic diaries, and so they can just be notes and scribbles. And so half of these have recipes embedded within them, or timestamps of songs she was listening to. But I knew I would enjoy this book when, only maybe 4 or 5 pages in, there was this poem which just starts, "Radius, littlest beautiful language, blushing bloom up to the neck." And then in all caps, there are 5 instances of the word teeming. Teeming, 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 teeming. I loved it. I love thinking through the decisions someone makes. Sometimes you just get obsessed with a word, teeming, and it fascinates you so much that you have to stuff it into every sentence, every thought that you have. It's inescapable, teeming. This is probably the 4th book of hers that I've read, and they're all incredibly unique. I would say the one through line that Mayro cker, I apologize, conveys consistently is the derision with which she plays with a formalized logic to a poem. But I think that's fair. I think that's right. Why should a poem have logic? As long as it's still meaningful. And these were, clearly. Here I am sharing them to you now. Whether you like it or not, I apologize, but if you're still listening to it, then I suppose you enjoy listening to poetry or listening to discussions about poetry. And isn't that meaning in its own right? Here we are, sharing a day. Thank you so much for being here. And I look forward to the next time you stop by. Take care and have a lovely rest of your day.